Hey guys, welcome to Drop Time, the self-proclaimed #1 podcast that covers the latest sneaker releases. We're your hosts with the most.
This is Jamal.
This is Luis. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at @droptime_ and also on Instagram at _droptime.
All right, today is September 19th. Last week wasn't too busy. Definitely a good amount of stuff coming out though, but this upcoming week we also have some good stuff. Hopefully some other things get announced because there's not too much going on, but there's enough to get you by through the week. So let's give you a quick rundown of what we'll see this upcoming week before we go into the previous week. So Sunday the 19th, nothing scheduled as of now. Obviously this as usual. Monday the 20th, we'll see the Nike Dunklow Light Bone drop in Europe, as well as the Adidas Yeezy 700 Movement Honey Flux. And then on Tuesday the 21st, we'll see the Nike Dunklow Gray Fogs drop in the US. Then on Wednesday the 22nd, the women's Nike Dunklow Soft Pink will get a drop on Foot Locker. Then on Thursday the 23rd, we will see the very highly anticipated NOCTA Golf Collection drop, as well as the Nike Dunk High Midnight Navy. Then on Friday the 24th, the Aerodrome 1 High Prototypes and the Nike SB Dunk High Gundam will drop in Europe. And then to finish the week off, as you can see, it's not too busy of a week. We're already telling you what's on Saturday the 25th. We'll see the Air Jordan 5 Oreos in the US and Air Jordan 5 Orange Blaze dropping in Europe. So there's enough to get you by. What do you think about Luis? Do you think there's enough to get you by through this week? There's enough happening, or it's not enough for you?
For me personally, it's enough because I'm a big fan of Gundams.
Okay.
Yeah, so that alone is enough to make my week. But if I wasn't a fan of Gundams, I'd say it wasn't enough, because we're used to having release after release.
Oh yeah, this is like hardly anything.
Yeah, this is hardly anything. So this going on is it's something we're not really used to. But it's good for us because we rest and everything. We hit the golf length. I'll say golf.
Oh yeah,
length.
you'll be you'll be getting the NOCTA collection in heavy use for the next month, huh?
Yeah, man, and the essential sweatpants and all these other things that I don't own.
There you go. But we'll be breaking down this upcoming week, but let's go into what we saw in the previous week. So what was the first things we saw, Luis?
Yeah, so on Sunday we saw nothing, and Monday the 13th we saw the Adidas Yeezy Boost boot in the oil colorway. So this released on the Yeezy Supply, Adidas, Packers, AFU, BST, and among a couple other retailers that get Yeezys. But surprisingly, Foot sites did not receive these right here. Retail $200, approximately resale $190 through $350. So we did see a slight dip right there in the market, but if you got the right size, you're still positive right there. $350. That's some money right there, man. Did you go after these, bro, or you pass on them?
No, I kind of set them out. You're right about if you went after the right size. But just looking at that, these are a restock and how many places are getting these as a restock, I was expecting a dip, which we did see a bit of a dip, but I guess I was wrong about the big sizes. I think it was like size 13 specifically was kind of the one to really be going after. I thought it was going to take a bigger dip than it actually did. It kind of held its price up, which is good for anybody that actually went for them and was trying to flip them. But yeah, I kind of sat these out. What about you?
I passed on them, man. Honestly, I didn't really feel like it was strong enough for me to go after these.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's $200 that would be tied up for a while. So
that's very true. I don't know how quick of a move these are going to be.
Yeah, and they're boots. If they were like a different Yeezy that I felt personally that would be like a flip, I would have gone after them. But personally, $200 to tie up, that's not really like my thing right there. But we also saw we saw the same boots in the rock colorway, retail $200, approximately resale $200 to $350. So if you did get these and you get the right size, you make some money right there. But that was it for Monday. Solid start of the week, right there. We also saw two more things. What were they, Jamal?
The next thing we saw was the Cause family. So this was a collection. It wasn't a single figure. This was a collection. So it came with 4 different figures, or 5. It was 4 or 5. And it came in 2 different colors. It came in a brown, blue, and white, and then also a full black color. Retail on them was $750. Resale on the black right now is sitting about $1,000, and then on the brown, blue, and white, it's sitting about $1,200. So definitely very, very solid at the end of the day. These I went after these. I don't know about you, Luis. I went after these. These sold out very quick compared to a lot of other times that COS has done some drops.
Yeah, no, these are good, man. These are a good cop. The flip was there, sometimes on calls when you get just one item, sometimes you only sell over $20-$30 over retail,
Yeah, that's true.
well, that's a bad drop. And that it is what it is, man. But for 750 going for 1.2, that's substantial right there.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can't complain.
Yeah.
That's a good payday.
Yeah, it's a good payday right there, man. Yeah, I didn't go after them. Well, actually, I did, and I took an L. I got stuck in queue.
Yeah, the queue
So,
was freaking long. It was crazy.
yeah, but I know some people got multiples of these, man. But it is what it is, man. So, sometimes we take L, sometimes we take W's, but at the end of the day, what counts is that we keep trying.
Exactly. But there was one other thing on Monday. The next thing we saw was the Nike Dunk Panda. So they dropped at a few places in Europe. Retail on them is 110. Resale sitting about 200 to 240. So not too much change. It was kind of just a restock in Europe. A few places to be going after them. So congrats to anybody that was able to secure a pair out there. Definitely the profit is still there. So very good to go after. But that is it for Monday. On Tuesday, it was a pretty quiet day, same as Wednesday. But what did we see on Tuesday happen, Luis?
Yeah, on Tuesday we saw the Nike LD Waffles Kai Clock collab, in the orange blaze colorway. So we saw this release at Sneakers Kit, TSM Concepts, and a couple of different places that they raffled them off. Retail 170, approximately resale $223, $250. So it was pretty good resale right there if you got the right size. Even after retail plus ship, yeah, $250, that's not bad right there. I can't say it's the best.
It's not crazy, but it's not. I think this is one of the worst colors for the Sakai waffles.
Honestly, this is my favorite color.
No, like in terms of like profit, I should say.
Oh yeah, no, in terms of profit, yeah, it is the worst one. But when you look at it, you do get the cloth vibe.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, they definitely. I think they did it right, but unfortunately, the resale is not the same.
Yeah, no, that's true. And you know what the funny topic is we saw a different colorway of this release the following day, and take it from there, Jamal. What happened on Wednesday, man?
So on Wednesday we saw the same shoe, but instead of by cloth, it was with fragment. This was the light smoke gray. So we already saw these drop pretty much everywhere. It was Sneakers was the only place that actually ended up delaying them. They were supposed to be dropping a while back when everybody else actually did, but they delayed it. So we saw a drop on Sneakers, and it was pretty much just Sneakers. Retail 170, resale right now is in about 330 to 450. So the Sneakers drop didn't really change the market at all. Kind of stayed exactly where it was at, and this is definitely doing numbers. A lot of profit in these. Hopefully everybody went for them. I of course went for them, but unable to get them. I'm not sure about Luis. As he usually says, he doesn't end up getting them. But just in case, did you get a pair of these?
Bro, I did. I got a size 11.
You did?
Yeah, I got a size 11. This dude.
Hey, there we go. We go. See, if you keep trying, eventually something will work out.
Yeah, dude. So surprisingly, last week I'm like, remember how we picked which were our favorites?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like Fragment because Fragment isn't really doing anything creative.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting them.
Hey, there you go. Hey, everything works out at the end of the day. But yeah, definitely very good at those. Congrats to anybody else that was able to get them, and of course, congrats that you were able to secure something last week, Luis. But that was it for Wednesday. It was a pretty slow Tuesday, Wednesday. But then on Thursday, a few good things came out, and you guys already know it's Supreme. So what did we see happen on Thursday?
Dude, on Thursday we saw a lot of things actually. Yeah, so we saw the women's Aerodrome 14 retro alone, the red I can't even talk, red lipstick colorway. There's shoes at Foot Tights, Finish Line, Sneakers, a couple other places that get Jordans. Retail 170, approximately resale $200 through $260. But the most important thing we saw last week was Supreme. Supreme week 4. We saw a couple different things. The Pro logo hooded sweatshirt, retail 168, approximately resale $220. We all saw Supreme. I'm not gonna say this because I don't want to mess it up. Pearl hard edge slider, retail 48, approximately resale $70. We also saw the no comp box logo New Era collab right there. Retail 48, approximately resale $88. And last but not least, we saw the Supreme hand mix paint stick, retail 44, approximately resale $57. My favorite thing out of this whole collab, personally, not for the flip, was the Supreme hand painted paint stick. Hand mixed paint stick. Yeah. I'm a really big fan of Crink and what they've done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really tapped into like New York street culture, specifically like graffiti and whatnot. I was a really big fan of A Life back in the day. So I kind of get the sort of same vibe with the Supreme hand mix paint stick. It's not a Crink product, but it still kind of brought me back memories to, like, back in the day, in my main hype beast days.
Makes sense. But do you think? I mean, I don't remember the last time that Supreme went through 4 weeks, and there was nothing like that big. You know what I mean?
The thing with Supreme, we covered this a lot last season. They're like really dying off, so they're opening a lot of locations everywhere. The hype is not really there anymore. There are other brands that are doing more revolutionary things. Back then, Supreme was pretty much the only streetwear brand that was kind of like popular in the underground.
That's true.
And that's why there was like a cult following. But now everybody and their mom can get Supreme. It's more accessible now. They're making, since they merged with I think it's LVHM or something like that.
Some whatever the company's called. Yeah.
Since they got bought out by them, they increased the production. So it is what it is, man. The hype is still there, but it's not the same. Back in the day, there's this one guy, I forgot his name, but I think Supreme Patrick, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. So this guy was like, he made his whole thing, like his whole YouTube channel based around like Supreme, and that's not really something you could do nowadays, man, because it's not the hype isn't really there.
I mean, nobody's gonna be really trying to look at videos of COB videos or reviews or anything like that. I don't think so. At least that's something I stopped doing.
Yeah. I was never really into like wearing Supreme as like personally. I was in it more for the flip, but I'd still watch those videos, and now like my whole thing had just shifted to like just other stuff. I kind of feel like the crowd that was into Supreme, they were hardcore Supreme wearers, they've already like gone on to something else, like Kith, because Kith does make premium products.
That's true.
With premium material, so that's one thing.
Yeah, it's interesting the shift. It's I mean Supreme. I've never heard that their quality was that great.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you're paying a premium for essentially the name. That was about it. You were never paying a premium for the quality, but it's interesting just off of that investment, how much it kind of killed the brand. I do wonder. Hype-wise. Yeah. I do wonder how long it'll be sustainable for them to continue like this, because, I mean, as we all see, there's that downslope, and at some point, will it just become just another brand, or is it actually going to keep that status that it has? I do wonder if that's something that they can at least sustain the status, because so far it doesn't, like, it looks like give it a few years, I don't even know if anybody's going to be caring about Supreme at all.
Oh yeah, it is what it is, man. But that's it for Supreme week 4. But we still had one more release. What was the last one, Jamal?
So last thing we saw was the Nike Dunklow University Reds. So these dropped a good amount of places in the US: sneakers, foot sites, finish line, all that good stuff. Retail on them is 100. Resale right now is about 150 to 200. So nothing too crazy, but it's definitely something good. A good amount of places had them, so you had multiple chances to get them. It's a dunk at the end of the day. All Dunklows pretty much still doing good. Still go after any Dunklow that you can. So just keep that in mind. They're all still good. But that is it for Thursday. On Friday, there was nothing scheduled at all. And then on Saturday, not too much, but we had a nice surprise that ended up coming very late in the week that we found out. But what was the first thing we saw on Saturday, Luis?
So the first thing we saw on Saturday were the Air Jordan 13 Retro and Obsidian colorway. These released in foot sites, finish line, sneakers, and a couple of different places that get Jordans. Well, pretty much everywhere. Retail 190, approximately we saw $210 through $250. Kind of surprised he's doing $250,
Oh yeah, I'm surprised they didn't drop 200 or below. That they're holding above 200.
Yeah, but, it is what it is, man. But one more thing that was more exciting. There's one more release, man. That's the one. I think that's the one we should really talk about.
Yes. So the last thing we saw in the previous week was the Adidas Yeezy Foam Runner in the Ochre. I assume that's how you say it. I have no idea how you say that color.
It's not ochre. I thought it was ochre.
We'll go. It might be. I have no idea. I honestly don't know what they were expecting people to call that. But yeah, that was announced very late in the week. They were meant to be delayed, but they ended up just going ahead and dropping them on Saturday, which is definitely not a bad thing. Retail on them is $80. Resale is sitting at $180 all the way up to $300. So you guys already know foam runners, they're still they're still up there. They're still doing crazy numbers. I'm still wanting to see a foam runner in person. They just like, I don't know. It's just a very confusing shoe to me. I wonder if it's comfortable. Like, it just looks hard. I wonder if it's comfortable. I don't know. Have you ever seen one in person, Luis?
Never. And I don't know
Yeah.
anybody who owns them. Like personally, out of like my circle, I've never seen anybody like wear them.
Yeah, and I have yet to have a chance to get them. I took an L again on these. They're still keeping foam runners very limited. Not many places get them. The places that get them, they're either doing raffle or when they do a release online, there's not that much. I mean, like even Yeezy supply, I think it sold out in like 15-20 minutes. So yeah, it was a hard cop, but congrats to anybody that was able to secure a pair on these. Definitely the money's there, as you can see. Resale 180 to 300. So it ended up definitely being a good Saturday. There was a good amount of stuff to be going after. But that is the end of the previous week. But this upcoming week, there's enough to get you through the week. Nothing crazy, but there's enough to get you through. So what's the first things we'll see dropping this week, Luis?
So on Sunday, we don't see anything. Monday, the 20th, we see a Nike Dunklow in the light bone colorway. It's going to release a Nike EU. Retail $100. Approximately retail $163 to $250. So definitely look at the prices that are trending highest. I mean, the size that are trending highest. And try to go after that. We're also going to see Adidas Yeezy 700 in the Honey Flux colorway. This is going to release a Yeezy Apply Adidas foot tights airwear that gets Yeezys. Retail $200, approximately resale $223 to $250. So, Monday's going to be good. It's going to be a nice start of the week.
Oh yeah,
definitely some opportunity right there. To make some extra bread. That exotic Ukrainian four entry, 2 shots of Henny. Meal, we've kind of upgraded.
We're gonna have to get some and go out to Ukraine. We're still gonna have to make that trip out there.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting right there, man. If we do go.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Monday. What's happening on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, it's just one thing so far: the Nike Dunklow Gray Fogs. So these are expected to be releasing on Tuesday at a few locations. Not too much so far has been confirmed, but of course we'll keep you updated as time goes on. Just like any other Dunklow, retail 100. Resale, these are honestly doing very good so far. So resale expectations are about 200 to 300 right now. I think it's pretty much every single size is going for well over 200. So definitely look out for those. Try to go for as many pairs as you can on them, because those are something that are going to be very worth it. But yeah, that's it for Tuesday. Very slow Tuesday. On Wednesday, we will see something, but again, very slow Wednesday. What is that thing that we'll see on Wednesday, Luis?
So on Wednesday, we're going to see the women's Nike Dunklow in the soft pink colorways. This is going to be released at Foot Locker. Retail $100. Approximately resale $110 through $200. And that's it. That's it for Wednesday. Nothing crazy, Thursday is kind of more interesting. What's happening on Thursday, Jamal?
So first thing we'll see on Thursday is the highly anticipated NOCTA Golf Collection. So it's going to be a apparel collection. We'll see a track jacket, mock neck top. I think it's like a turtleneck top. That's the best way I can explain it. There'll be a jacket. It's like a windbreaker. And then there'll be a regular tee and a long sleeve tee, a vest, pants, a hat, and then there will actually be sunglasses. So these are some interesting sunglasses. I've always thought this style was interesting. I definitely can never pull off this style of sunglasses, but hey, if you can do that, more props to you. But definitely not too bad of a collection. I think it'll be worth going after. At the end of the day, NOCTA has been doing decent. Their apparel collections are pretty good. Nothing too crazy. They're usually fairly easy to get if you're wanting to get something, but definitely look out for that. But that's not it. There's one other thing. We will see the Nike Dunk Height Midnight Navy. So as of now, they're scheduled to be dropping on Finish Line. That is the only place really that's showing them so far. We'll see if that stays like that or if somehow gets delayed, but definitely look out for those because those are doing pretty good. Retail on them is 100. Resale right now sitting about 150, 200, so definitely pretty solid to be going after those. But that's it for Thursday. Definitely another fairly slow day, but the next few days are kind of the same. They're pretty slow. What do we see happen on Friday, Luis?
So on Friday, we're going to see the Aerodrome 1 high in the prototype colorway. This is pretty much coming out everywhere in the US, like it's Jordans. Retail 170, approximately resale to 170 through $230. once
It's been a while since I've seen this.
yeah, once they haven't been doing so hot. So I guess this is one to go for, and just if the market kind of wavers, I guess you can just hold and then flip when it
Yeah,
does. And or you can always do what I kind of do is ship it to a different market where
that's
it's
true.
doing
That might
better.
work.
Yeah, because what did I tell you? I sold my duck fragments for
Yes. Yeah.
what was it $250?
Yeah. When
Yeah.
everybody else is selling for like under 2.
Yeah, so that's one thing that it's kind of food for thought right there. Just go after different markets. Your local market is not always the best market, so you could always just ship to a different state. Work with different consignment stores and whatnot. Because at the end of the day, when you're reselling, you need to not only move product but actually maximize profit.
That's true, and that was one thing. It's not always just about getting the product, because there's a lot of stuff that's a smaller flip, but at the end of the day, a flip's a flip.
Yeah,
But if you can maximize the profit, like Luis is saying, by selling in the right places, sometimes it's not just about buying; it's also about ability to sell. That's definitely a thing that I think a lot of people miss out. Is you can buy it, doesn't necessarily mean that you can sell it though.
yeah, and there's a lot of people they really resell. You need to think. Oh, I can't even talk to you. You need to rethink about like kind of your whole approach, man. Because all it'll cost
That's
go
true.
into your product, man. Like for example,
It's like
shipping.
a full-on business,
Yeah, it is a full-on business.
and if you treat it like that, that's where you'll
Yeah.
be good at it.
For example, like shipping. The normal person who doesn't really know what they're doing, they'll go into USPS or FedEx or UPS and buy a label there.
Yep.
Now, the person that does know what they're doing, they'll use Shipnex, they'll use Pirate Ship, they'll use Go Shippo. They'll get better rates. Go Ship, for example, like Go Shippo gives good UPS rates. They also give good USPS rates, and yeah, man, it's just some examples of the ways that you can save, or like reusing packaging. Like I reuse a bunch of my boxes.
Oh, I never buy a box. Yeah, you
Yeah.
always keep the box that the shoe came in.
Yeah, or when I'm shipping like bulk, I'll go to like a big box store.
U-Haul. I've learned U-Haul has cheap boxes.
Yeah, U-Haul and Home Depot.
Yeah,
U-Haul,
but
Home
like
Depot.
U-Haul, I'm pretty sure U-Haul is even cheaper than Home Depot's boxes.
Yeah, no, they probably are. Yeah, but well, the thing is, I go to the like for example, like a Target or something like that, or like I'll go to like a grocery store
Yeah,
and I'll ask them for boxes,
that's true.
and I'll just
Yeah.
and they'll be like, oh, they're in the back because there's they just put them in the back. That's it, because they recycle.
Yeah, they're
them.
just gonna throw them away. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're kind of like in LA, it's kind of a big trend. So like they just put boxes in the back because a lot of people they go in the back and pick them to recycle.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can always just go through there and sift them and reuse them, because at the end of the day, like reusing them is also recycling them, because
Yep.
you give them more life,
Oh, there's even those boxes. You've seen those boxes that some stuff will come in and it says, "I want to be a pizza box" or something like that.
Yeah, man, and pizza's really good, dude. I'm kind of craving pizza now, man.
I guess you'll have to go get some after this. But that's not it. There's one other thing on Friday. We'll get this through so he can go get his pizza. We'll see the Nike SB Dunk High Gundam. These will be dropping in Europe on sneakers. We'll see if they're going to be dropping a few other places, but they're in SB, so expect SB retailers. So look out for anybody doing raffles and stuff like that, or in-store releases. Retail on them is $120. Resell right now, honestly, resale is sitting like over 500 on pretty much all sizes. So expect resale like 350 to 500. There should be a bit of a drop, but it's an SB, so not too many places will be getting them. It's going to be pretty hard to get, so definitely prices should stay high. Luis, you can explain a bit more about the shoe. I'm not too versed on the colorway, but I assume you're a bit more versed on it because this is like the shoe of the week for you.
Yeah, so Gundam is a Japanese mecha series. So kind of is like mecha. Mecha is like a certain sort of anime, certain type of anime that just uses like for lack of like I guess for like a simple explanation, it's like Gundams. No, I mean Transformers.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so,
I got you.
Yeah, except
Okay, that makes more sense now.
except these, I guess you could say Transformers are actually like they have like more weapons. They're more weaponized.
I got you.
Yeah, and they can fly in the air and just have like
Okay,
lightsabers.
I see it now. I see the shoe now. I see the design.
Yeah, so they kind of incorporated the robotic feeling into like the swoosh right there,
Yeah.
and they
And it's like
added-
off the shoe. It's like like fully like lifted off the shoe. It's crazy.
Yeah, so you kind of see like the mecha right there, and then the unicorn is if I haven't kept up with Gundam recently. Maybe the Project Unicorn is one of the series they've been working on.
Okay.
Yeah, so because Gundam series usually have like signature logos for them, like because it's like an organization, like within the show.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so you know how the Decepticons have their logo and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then the Autobots have their own logo. They kind of have, I'm sure
Okay.
I'm gonna get flamed by people 'cause comparing like Gundams to Transformers.
But if that's the best way of explaining it, that's the best way.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm a really big Gundam fan. I watched like most of the Gundam series since like 2008. So
Well, this will be a good thing to go after, and this is definitely something that Lewis always tries to vouch is reshipping. This will definitely be something that's worth reshipping. As you can see with the prices, there's plenty of money for you there, so you don't have to worry about reshipping fees or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, there is money if you're trying to flip these. So definitely, this would be a good one to look out for reshipping. It's definitely worth it on these. But that is it for Friday, and then on Saturday we have a few things, nothing too crazy. But what is the first thing we'll see on Saturday, Luis?
So on Saturday, we're going to see the Aerodrome 5 in the Oreo colorway. They're bringing back a classic. This coming out everywhere that gets Jordans here in the US. Retail $190, approximately retail $200 to $250. With the recent trends, Jamal, I kind of think this will probably hit the 250s, man, like easily.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
possible.
why. I don't know why.
They've came out. Was it Europe or Asia? I know they came out in Asia. I don't know if it was Europe or not. I can't remember. So the market is somewhat set already because there's definitely pairs out there. But hey, we've seen plenty of drops that the prices actually end up going up after the drop. So I mean, you could be right. You could be fully on the number, and that most end up actually going for 250. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. I remember when these came out, dude. They kind of, I think they went on special too.
that was the dark ages for shoes. That was definitely the dark ages,
dude. It is what it is, man. But yeah, that's not it. That's not the only release we're gonna see on Saturday. There's one more, man. What's the last one?
So the last thing as of now for the week is going to be the Aerodrome 5 Orange Blaze, or Shattered Backboard, whatever you want to call them. These are set to drop in Europe. So they're going to be dropping in Europe on pretty much everywhere that gets Jordans. Foot Locker, Sneakers, Snipes, a few, Overkill, all that good stuff. Retail on them is $190. Resale expectations about $220 all the way up to $300. So as we all know, the Shattered Backboard color is a very, very good color. I will say usually how it goes for the Shattered Backboard color, the first shoe they do, because as we know, they've done many iterations of the Shattered Backboard. I think on the Jordan highs there's 4 or something like that. But I will say the first one is usually the main one that does the best. So this is gonna be the first one for the Jordan 5s of this Shattered Backboard color. So I'd be looking out for these to actually end up doing pretty good. So yeah, resale $220 to $300. I would definitely look out to be going for these. They could end up being a very good payday for you if you get the right sizes. So make sure you are watching the market and choosing out the right sizes to be going after, because margins can be slim, but they also could be very, very good for you if you get the right ones. So yeah, that's about it for the week. Nothing too crazy going on, but definitely a few things to be going after that could end up being very good and get you through the week easily. That's about it. Anything else to add, Luis?
That's it, man. Thank you for listening to Drop Time, self-proclaimed No One podcast that covers the latest sneaker releases.
And make sure that you follow us over on Twitter. But it's not just about following us on Twitter. The key is to get those post notifications on. That is the key to your success. What that'll do is you'll get alerted right away when we tweet something out. So if there's a shock drop, if there's a restock, and then also just updates along the way as things are happening, you will be getting notified about those things. And then also you can follow us over on Instagram if you want to see some early looks at some shoes, and also just daily updates of what's coming out the next day. You can check us over on Instagram. But for the podcast, listen to all the major streaming platforms on Spotify, Apple Music, and then also we upload these to YouTube. So if you enjoy listening on YouTube, don't worry, we got you covered because we get those uploaded to YouTube. But we appreciate it. Hopefully you're ready. It's not the busiest week, but there's definitely enough things to get you through it. So appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
On behalf of the Drop Time team, we wish you good luck, good health, and good vibes around. Peace.